This is the RK61. This is one of the earliest boards that I have ever bought and my first ever 60%. This is the cheapest board I have in my collection and it is one of my absolute favorites. First, let's talk about the price. The board comes in at only around $25, but this may vary because I've seen price listed on Amazon near $50. So be wary where you get this, but if you are in the Southeast Asian region, you can get this on Shopee for the lowest price. The board can be connected by Type-C connection or Bluetooth. That's one of the main reasons why I bought this board. I wanted to use the board with my iPad when I am out and about because my laptop is too heavy and I needed another productivity device when my laptop is rendering my projects. And I wasn't willing to spend $400 on a half-baked laptop experience that Apple offers, when I can just buy a cheap mechanical keyboard for a fraction of the price. And the board has Mac compatibility, which is amazing because I can use the FN keys for media controls. And they are overlap keys, which means that this 60% has arrow keys. You can choose from the typical set of switches, the switch trinity. I went for the linears and these switches are the worst. I need to be honest, out of the box, they are scratchy, have high pings and super wobbly. And the stabilizers are not that good either. But newer RK switches tend to be way better. But this is a budget option and you can't really fault them. And the newer versions are hot swappable, which means that you can just loop and film, or can just change the switch altogether. I got the earlier versions, which means I have to lube it in a different way. Instead of desoldering the board, you can just apply lube using a brush on the side of the switches. And I use a mixture of 205 and 105.0. Maybe a little bit too much because the board died on me a month after the 1 year mark, but it came back to life, which is kind of surprising. And the steps do need lube and band-aid to sound decent, which is easy. The reason why this is still my favorite board is because it's kind of the first board that I feel like I did a good job of modding. The board isn't that hollow, but I stuffed the whole board with car foam, one to dampen the sound and another to add more heft and weight to make it more solid. And if you're a beginner, the easiest mod or thing to do to make your board feel better is just to buy a better set of keycaps. The keycaps that comes with the board are just thin ABS that feels really cheap. I got a set from Techware that cost like $15. I highly recommend this if you want cheap, good quality PBT shine throughs. They are way thicker than the original keycaps and sound way better. The only thing I can complain about this is the center top font placement, which looks kinda weird, but I understand it's for the light to shine through. RK makes great budget boards that are good for beginners or people who just want a mechanical keyboard. If you are looking for a budget board under $30, this is a pretty decent choice, especially with the newer variants having hot swap capability. There is a lot of potential for this board and can be a great canvas for beginners to experiment and try things out. That's all from me. If you like this vid, give it a like and subscribe while you're down there. Stay safe and see ya.